everybody, it's Final Draft. This is Saturday Night Songs for October 20th, 2012. I'm here with Miss Michelle Creber, who has just finished a delicious piece of toast, I hear. How are you doing, Michelle?
Hello, I'm doing very good. Yeah, it was a great piece of toast. You know, it had brown sugar on it, and I had cinnamon on it, and butter. It was a multigrain piece of toast. I had two of them, and it was a nice snack. Yeah. So I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Canadian. Could you?
Well, what was really sad is that today we were recording some Christmas stuff for the Christmas album, Creber Christmas. And we look outside, and I say, "Hey, looks like snow," and we got really excited. But then when we went outside, we turned out to be just leaves. So.
Well, it's a little early in the year yet for snow, isn't it? Or do you guys even get snow?
It was actually really sad. We thought I was like, I noticed it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's snow, because it's freezing cold here, and it was actually turned to be little little tiny little thin pine needles. Oh, so frustratingly disappointing.
Well, you know what? You're not coming from the land of ice and snow. Yes, that's a Zeppelin reference. The land of ice and snow, like I am. Where you have to shovel that stuff. So just bear that in mind.
No, I would love to have a ridiculous amount of snow.
We occasionally have to shovel it.
Sad we don't.
Okay, so for everybody who's tuning in, we're doing something kind of neat this week. We're going to be showing a special premiere of a Speedy and Stretch trailer that's going to be on the live stream, the video live stream. So if you guys are listening in on the Shoutcast, it will be on there. You can also listen to this program on the Shoutcast. So there you go. That's going to be happening here in just a matter of minutes. But yeah, you've been working really hard on this Christmas album. It sounds like you've been having a good time with it. So anyway, another thing we're going to be doing today, guys, is we're going to be playing another one of the premiere songs from that album. But we also are going to be talking a bit about some other big announcements. So I don't know. Should we make an announcement right now, or should we already just boom show them the trailer? What do you guys think?
What do you want to do first?
I don't know.
What do you want to do first,
I think that we should make an announcement. So really quick, I don't know about you guys. I'm really excited because at the beginning of next month is a convention in Los Angeles. It's going to be sunny and it's going to be warm and there are going to be palm trees. So, I hope you guys enjoy the cold up in Vancouver. Like I hear you're going to be stuck up there, and so meh. Isn't that right, Michelle? Stuck in Vancouver?
I am stuck in Vancouver, but it's nice in its own way. Goes off and cries in the corner.
Yeah, I was trying to set you up to do like a no, not going to be stuck in Vancouver at the beginning of next month, but no, you didn't go with it. It's okay. Are you still there?
Yeah, I am still here.
Are you still eating a piece of toast?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good. Okay.
My dog's scratching. I'm sorry. My dog's scratching at my legs. He's distracting me. Max, I blame you.
Well, okay. So
I'm sorry. He's being so cute.
That's what dogs do. So I think everybody in the chat has already kind of figured out the announcement. Maybe, but would you like to make the announcement?
Yes. So. It's about. I will be attending EQLA.
Yes. Of course.
I will be attending EQLA.
Will you be speaking like this the entire time?
Be attending EQLA.
That's quite the
yes.
That's quite the airy tone. You should talk about economics with that. You're like, yes, well, if you look at the markets in Southeast Asia, yes, quite.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I see that.
Well, so are you excited for Los Angeles?
I'm very excited. I'm very, 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 very excited, especially because it's right next to Disneyland.
It's across the street from Disneyland.
It is. It's literally exactly across the street. And I can't wait to see all the fans again. And it'll be my third convention. And it'll be very fun.
I've never actually been to Disneyland. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yeah, I've never been there. I've been to
Not
Disney.
even like Disney World or anything?
I've been to Disney World, but the last time I was there, you were 2 years old.
Oh.
I was there in 2001, and that was for a band trip in high school because I'm old.
And the last time I was there, Michelle wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, that's. Did you go to Disney World or Disneyland?
I went. I had been to both, but the last time I was at Disney World was before Michelle was born.
Oh wow!
I know, it's been a while.
Oh, I'm starting to see some comments in the chat saying our audio has cut out. Is this true? No, I think nope. They're saying it's fine. Okay. Yeah, no, I've never been to. And everybody's saying, yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it. Okay. And then some people are saying, nope, can't hear you. In response, it's great. No, I've been to Disney World, and I've told this story once that when I went to Disney World, I thought it was weird because somebody had either thrown up or had spilled something or there was some mess on the floor, and the custodian comes out with a mop, and he's whistling while he works. He's, and it creeped me out. There's no way a custodian is having fun with that. There's no way. So I don't know. I don't know if Disneyland is like that, but that was Florida, and I hear Florida is a silly place.
I think that they are highly trained to be very positive people.
They've got to be.
And it is a very happy place when you're there.
Yeah, it's I'm excited. I'm excited to see it because it's one of those iconic theme parks. It's like the original theme park. So anyway, it's across the street from West LA. It's going to be a lot of fun because, Michelle, you're going to be getting to do a voice actor panel, which I'm hosting with Brenda Critchlow, Tara Strong, and Andrea Libman as well.
Yes, very excited about that again.
Well, and I think the one you did in Candlelight Gardens actually went pretty well, too.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I might have to challenge Tara for the cosplay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You realize that, some couple hundred people heard you just say that, right?
Princess against the Queen. Classic duel.
You realize that you've just made...
Medieval duel.
You've just made a promise to the internet, and...
I know, but that's why I said it, because then I have to do it. I have to follow through.
So you're going to cosplay at Equestria LA?
Possibly.
Oh my.
I mean, I have like hundreds of Apple Bloom paraphernalia, so I'm sure I can figure out something.
Why would you go with Apple Bloom? No, that will be a lot of fun. Okay, so we got a next thing to talk about, which is I think your Indiegogo account, your Indiegogo.
Oh wait,
yes.
Hold on! Before we move away from EQLA,
we
have
there was another announcement, right?
Is this a secret announcement I had no idea about?
Is it? Does he not know about it?
Well, you can tell him, and then he can say if he knew about it.
Okay.
Oh yes, I think I know what it is. Oh no, I do know about it now. Go ahead, sorry.
Well, someone might or might not say, that someone or not someone will possibly be at EQLA or maybe DQLA.
DQLA
Dairy Queenland Atlas.
Is where you go blizzards when your weather won't allow. No, I think if you're going to do the vagary, you have to really drag it out. You got to say like...
Okay, I'll try it again.
Well, okay, go for it.
All right, here I go. Someone or someone might not or not say or do say that a certain pony or donkey will or will not be at EQLA or not maybe DQLA, named possibly not Andy Stein or Andy Stein, not possibly aka Mando Pony, not possibly maybe or so Mando Pony.
I think you're mispronouncing it. I think it's pronounced Mandopony. At least that's what the last study I heard had claimed, that it was pronounced Mandopony, and it's from the Greek. But anyway, yes, the chat is happy. Well, I was actually happy to hear this, and it's not just that he's going to be at EQLA. He may or possibly may not, perhaps possibly release a disc that may or may not contain various recordings of, new or newer tracks of sounds that very well could be music.
That's very, very possible.
It's a possibility. So yeah, guys. Mando Pony will be at Equestria LA, not performing. They don't have a live performance there, but he will be releasing a new CD there. So I'm looking forward to seeing Andy again.
Yes, I actually didn't know about that, so I'm kind of like, what? Okay, sure, yeah. We're live, so let's just go with it. Hey.
All right, yeah, hey.
Hey, After Stakes. Hey, we're moving now. Hey. I think I did that last week, didn't I? I did the Steve Martin thing.
You did, and then
Already went there, done that. Good.
It's okay. It's all right. These things happen.
Yeah.
Well, so anyway, okay. So now that we've got that covered, did I forget anything else about Equestria LA aside from that it's going to be California, and I'm looking forward to that, and there are palm trees?
No, I think you covered it all.
Okay. Well, then, next up on our list of things to attend to is your Indiegogo Creber Christmas Drive.
Yes.
And it's been... I have to make this pun. Okay, Osaka Jack, get up the pun counter. It's been Indiegogoing well. I had to.
Mike.
I had to.
That... Oh. Uh-huh.
And, ladies and gentlemen, that is how Michelle Creber died. By death by pun. Punishment. Yes, and that's a pun that's been made before.
Dead.
All
right.
So anyway.
So I shall explain the Indiegogo thing.
Please do.
So, you can go to a website called Indiegogo.com, and it's a website to help raise funds for different types of projects that varies from like a different type of iPhone case to like a new type of I don't know, food or so, like just like everything, like new businesses and charitable initiatives, everything. Yeah. And
social
music as well.
Yes, that's right.
Basically. I don't know what that was, but I don't know. What does that mean?
Crowdsourcing? It means that you've got a crowd and you're sourcing the money from it. So it's
crowdsourcing?
Yep.
I thought you said crap.
Crap surfing or something?
No, like I thought it was like like craps, like the game craps.
Oh.
I thought that was an expression or something.
No, the Vegas convention doesn't happen until next year.
Oh, cha.
We're still working on that one, but yeah.
All right.
Okay, so, let's look in the chat, and 8-Track has posted a link. But anyway, go ahead.
First of all, you can there's different packages. I think there's 12 different packages.
Yeah, and they range from $5 to much more.
$2,500. Yeah.
Yes.
And basically, you can get everything from all our CDs, all the family CDs, including my new one, Timeless Songs of Century. And you can order them signed, or you can order a digital download, and then you can order Creber cookies, especially just made by us. And then we
no, that's just you, isn't it?
Oh yeah. And
you didn't think I was helping.
And
with
then
that,
there's other stuff like you really should check it out, because the prizes are well worth it. Like it ranges up to like you can get an executive producer credit on the album, and then you get a credit, and then you can we call you on Christmas Day, and then we'll perform a concert for you, and then
and we do have someone who did pledge the highest tier, which is incredible, and we would like to thank him, S.R. Foxley, and also we're looking forward to, he's actually going to then have an executive producer credit, and he is also going to help choose one of the tracks, a song that will be a bonus track with Michelle and Mando Pony.
Well, and I think that everybody, by the way, this cookies thing, people are all responding to the cookies, or they're asking what kind of cookies. Michelle, have you decided what sorts of culinary confections?
Well, you know what? I said this last week, and I'm not quite sure what type of cookie I'm going to make. It could possibly be sugar cookies. It could quite possibly be chocolate chip cookies. It could quite possibly be brownies.
Maybe, the brownies for bronies?
Yes.
Brownies for bronies.
It could quite possibly be
Maybe it'll be,
The only
maybe
thing
it'll
with the
be a
brownies for-
mixture.
The
Yeah.
only thing with the brownies for brownies thing is you got to be careful to make friendship is magic jokes around that.
Well, you know what? I think
don't-
we'll have. Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
even go there.
Well, I think what we'll do, which is, I kind of just made this up in my head right now, but I think this is a good idea. If we have like 4 types of cookies, and then choose like it's your choosing out of 12 cookies, how many you want of each one, or if you don't want any of them, like you just choose all, or if you want one of all.
Or we could
one of every
yeah.
kind.
maybe
Now,
we could-
somebody named Lockdog in the chat just had a suggestion, which
What's that?
Well, Michelle, do you know what Derpy's favorite pastry is? Or I shouldn't say pastry.
Yeah.
Baked good? Yeah. Muffins, right? Just saying. Muffins.
Oh, well, hey, Michelle makes an awesome banana chocolate chip muffin. She just did a whole batch of them for us a couple of days ago. So that's another thing we could make as an
Yeah,
option.
kind of went through my mind when I was talking about the cookies.
Yeah.
You
I don't know if they will. I guess depending on how far they have to go, they may be harder to keep fresh during.
Yeah,
shipping.
that would be hard. 8-track in the chat for this week, who's been monitoring the stream, just said sold. I want a banana chip, chocolate chip muffin, banana chip. Nobody makes banana chip. Actually, they do make banana chips. They're horrible freeze dried things.
Yeah, they are.
I hate those things.
I don't like them very much either.
They always put them in like trail mix, and you have to pick them out.
One thing about the cookies is that I know a few people mentioned, because of the, to get the level with the cookies, it is more costly. So if the cookies are out of your budget, the cookie level's out of your budget, we may also, just so you know, we may also run a few contests where the prizes are
Yes.
the cookies, since that seems to be something that a lot of people are really interested in. So
Nash is asking if they are smart cookies. I think that joke was made last week, Nash. Come on.
where
It
were
was.
you,
It's already been taken. Thank you very much.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I've got a few new contest ideas. Well, we've already got a ton of material for this show, but maybe next show. I did an interview for the Malaysian Brony show this morning.
I did one with
um,
them too today. They actually interviewed me earlier today too.
Oh wow!
they were busy.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were.
And anyway, I had an idea that we could do a little artwork competition and maybe a little drawing. I had 3 ideas for that.
Oh,
So we
okay,
could spread them
we'll
out all over.
brainstorm.
Yeah, we will. And so be excited for that. And if you are a Brony artist, which majority of you are, and are almost all spectacular, if not in their own way, thank you for trying. And get ready to get your pencils out, or on your coloring, or your animation or something.
Cray-paws. People
Paper.
use cray-paws. That's what cool people use. No. I remember those. I used to have to use those in art class. But anyway, guys, I think this is actually a pretty cool Indiegogo thing. I mean, because this, in the end, the album will be sold with a portion of the proceeds going to Planet International's Because I Am a Girl, which is an awesome cause. So in a sense, when you're participating in this Indiegogo, you're actually investing in a charitable effort. So I think that's really cool. Plus, depending on what you donate, you might end up with baked goods from the Crebers, which I can tell you, just knowing from the culinary sense that Michelle's mom has, I'm sure that what Michelle makes is going to would be amazing. So anyway, we brought in a special guest though about the Indiegogo account. A certain individual named Keenan. Keenan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So I thought maybe you could, talk about your role in all of this, because Keenan, you've been working with the Indiegogo to coordinate, and to promote it. And I know that Monique and Michelle are really, happy about that.
Oh yeah, we'd like to say thank you so much to Keenan
Yeah,
for
thank you so
helping
much,
us
Keenan. It
set
really
up the
helps.
project and everything. He's been awesome.
Yeah.
I like how everybody in the chat, as soon as they heard the name Keenan, said, "Where's Kel?" Thank you. I feel like the early 90s have been justified. Thank you. Anybody who gets that reference is as old as me. But anyway, yeah,
You're
I
just
know.
enjoying your own fame, aren't you, Mike? Just like, I'm told that, just like,
Well, let's put it this way, Michelle. Someday down the line, maybe 10, 15 years from now, somebody's going to make a reference to a show you grew up with, maybe My Little Pony, and you'll get it, and you'll realize that you got it because you were old enough to get it.
Oh my goodness, Mike. Okay, when you said that a show, I was like, oh, I was thinking about all my favorite shows, like, The Office, and then there's like the Modern Family and everything. I went, oh my gosh, I was totally gonna tell you this story, so I'm gonna tell it to you.
Okay.
If anyone watched the latest episode of Modern Family, if you notice this, when Claire says that she bought the My Little Pony sheets, it's our My Little Pony. It's hilarious.
What do you mean it's our?
Well, it's Princess Celestia.
Oh, it's this incarnation, this Friendship is Magic series.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. I thought you meant yours personally or something.
No.
So really?
When you go through like department stores or anything, Michelle, and you see like the characters and stuff, I mean, do you kind of geek out at that too? Like when you see that?
It's kind of exciting, yeah.
That's got to be awesome. Like, imagine they're the Apple Bloom toys and stuff. I mean, when you see that stuff, do you like kind of go, "Hey, it's me"?
Yeah, it's really exciting. And sorry, I don't think I made it clear which bed when Phil and Claire drive Haley to college. Then that's where, like, because she gets really upset that they bought her My Little Pony sheets, and so it also has like Twilight Sparkle on it, I think. And anyway, I was like, I was so excited.
I think that actually, well, I'm not even going to use that term, but yeah, there's a term for that kind of reaction, and I think people in the chat know what that is. But anyway, flabbergasted.
No?
Yeah, no, that could work. Let's say flabbergasted.
Oh, I sneezed.
Bless you.
No, you know what it is, though, Michelle, is that I am very proud when I can catch an old early 90s reference because it makes me feel like I'm still relevant.
I love like stuff like that in TV shows that actually like make jokes about things you understand. And that's why I love it when SNL makes does sketches that on like modern TV shows and everything. And also I wish there was a game of Cranium that I would understand all the cards, because all the stupid Craniums, our family loves Cranium. We play it, like, that's our #1 game, aside from Wizard. And it's just like, it's such random cards.
Yeah, there might be newer editions, actually. We should check that do have more current references that you would get. It's tough when you've only been on the planet for
13
a dozen years.
13 years.
It's a baker's dozen.
That's right, a baker's dozen. There we go.
No, you know what happened to me the other day? I was tuning between radio stations, and I tuned into the local oldies station, and they were playing Van Halen. Van Halen isn't oldies. What? Ugh, I'm getting old.
I know. That's no good. Me too.
How is Van... Oh, man, I'm not even going to go into it. But anyway... Okay, so we've got a couple of cool things to premiere this week that I think that I'm excited to see what people have to say. And one of them is a new trailer to Speedy and Stretch. And I saw this earlier, and it is hilarious. I love this. This is going to be really cool. So, really quick, everybody who's listening to this program, I believe right now they've already turned off the Shoutcast broadcasting, but you should be on Everfree Video, basically the live stream, so that you can see, and there will be a premiered trailer. Are we ready?
I'm unready to...
Are you ready for this?
I'm unready to lock
Let's
it.
do this.
I'm ready to unlock it.
Okay,
Now,
let's do this.
Now there is one little thing, though, a little like a bonus for those watching, which is that, and we were talking about this earlier, is that if after it's over, I believe you said, Monique and Michelle, you guys said the first 5 interesting tweets that are sent about this trailer that come out after this has played. If you are tweeting and you have not been followed by Michelle Creber and the first 5 interesting tweets, those people will be followed by Michelle Creeper. So, good, insightful tweets, people.
Interesting tweets as in, like, funny kind of references to the trailer?
Yeah, that sort of thing, I think.
Yeah, and things that will get people interested in watching it.
Osaka, you better be ready, man. I am counting on you.
Yeah, he's already asked a question, but I should say too, you guys are going to make the video public once it's played, right? So
Yep, Mom's literally on her YouTube on the
Well,
YouTube
are
page
we
now.
making it public? Am I doing that at the same time as you're playing it?
Oh,
or
no,
you're play-
we'll play it
You're
first.
playing it, and
Yep.
then I make it public.
And then
Got
you can make it public, and then yeah. So I mean, maybe like tweet that, and then people can respond to that tweet. Does that make sense?
So I'll tweet the link once you finish playing it.
That's right, and then people
Okay.
will respond to that tweet, and
That makes total sense.
Oh yeah, we should do that. Well, it should like.
Okay, well, don't get confused here. Let's.
okay.
Don't suggest a new idea
You know
before
what I
we
mean? Like
figure
if they
this one.
watch the video, then and they say something about it, and then like we should do more than 5 people.
Well, maybe, I have an idea, but we can talk about that a little bit later. But for now, let's do the 5 tweets, and then
Sure.
Right.
we'll go from there because we got more stuff to get through today.
Let's do this, people.
So I won't make it public yet. You'll
Oh, should we do
What?
hash duck? Wow, hashtag jungle ducks. I've been talking like this all day.
It doesn't actually matter then. We don't need the jungle ducks. Actually, no, we should do the hashtag Speedy and Stretch.
Okay,
We're
hashtag.
doing jungle ducks for the next one.
Oh God, everybody's saying hashtag hash duck.
Well, let's just do hash duck then.
Hash duck. What if I
No,
tell
seriously.
No. Let's.
No, I'm kidding. Let's do speedy and stretch. Speedy and stretch. No capitals, just speedy.
And the word "and" is spelled out A-N-D, not an ampersand.
SPEEDYAND.
Speedy and stretch. Ready and let us go. And 1, and 2, and action.
Coming soon to an internet near you. Only one online variety show brings you action, mystery, drama, rock and roll, senseless violence, and triangles.
All our times have come.
I'm sorry. Just wait.
Don't miss the excitement. Don't miss the adventure. Don't miss Michelle Creber and Natalie Sharp in
Subtle.
What?
Speedy and Stretch.
Okay. Well, we're back, and Michelle had to run away from the computer briefly, but she'll be back in a moment to speak with us. But I saw that trailer earlier today, and I think my favorite moment in the whole thing is Andy in his Bruins uniform just crying. And Mando Pony Guys actually edited that trailer, and I think, am I right in guessing that he voiced it? Because that kind of sounded like him.
He did voice it. Yeah, he edited the whole thing together and he voiced it. And then we went through a few versions of it, but we were absolutely thrilled he did that. Just because a lot of people have been saying, what is Speedy and Stretch? You know, they see the video or they see the trailer, the first trailer, or they see the theme song, but then they still don't actually get a
They're so
sense
confused, and I'm still confused when I watch. I was like, "What is our show about again?" Now I know, though. Now we have some
of course,
solid material.
It's about a variety of things. It is a variety show.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's really, I think the best way I could describe it is an online shortened version of like a
SNL.
Saturday Night Live kind
Except
of a
with
show.
all the racy stuff.
Yeah, more family friendly.
More triangle.
More triangle. Yeah.
And more anti-Andy violence. I was just telling your mom, Michelle, that my favorite moment in that trailer is when Andy is just crying in his Bruins jersey.
I love it when Natalie's beating him with the
The baseball bat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Our best scene that we filmed, I think, was us when we were jumping in the pool. Did anyone else love that? Because I love that scene because it's just so insane. Because the way that I'm like freaking out, I'm like because I get so excited that I have the ball, and it's just such a funny thing to film.
Yeah, they thought it was hilarious. I should say too that guys, if you have questions towards the end of the program, I think we got maybe a couple minutes for some questions. If you're in the IRC, you can private message me those questions, and might get asked of Miss Creber here. So yeah, I got a real kick out of it. I think it's kind of cool to see that footage. I think it'll be even more fun. You know, you guys are definitely being more secretive about when it's going to come out than they were about when season 3 was going to come out.
Well, yeah, we're trying to match the suspense level. No, actually, we just don't want to give a date till we know for sure. But
Yeah.
we're very close. As you can see, all those clips that you see in that trailer are all from finished sketches. And those are just
And
like
so-
the tiniest pieces of them. So.
Oh, I think it's gonna be hilarious. I think people are really gonna enjoy it. So anyway, we've got another thing to premiere today, which is a song, and this is one of the new songs the songs that are going to be on your Creber Christmas album. But this one's kind of interesting because this is one, Michelle, that you don't sing lead on.
No, this is actually, I'm not even on this track. This is a track that my mom did with a man named Steve Maddock, who's a fantastic Vancouver singer. And if you'll notice that there's 3 background vocals, and you'll notice that they're actually not 3 different people. They're all mom. So she's.
Well, they may not know that. Yeah, they're all the female voices are mine. So all 3, I'm a trio with myself in this recording that you're about to hear. And just about Steve for a second. Steve, whose voice you will hear coming right up. He's a great friend of ours, as Michelle said. But he also was one of the main background singers on Michelle's recording of Saturday Night that you heard off the top of the show.
And Think.
No, he wasn't
sorry.
on Think.
No.
That was Danny, yeah. And also played Michelle's father when she was Brigitte in The Sound of Music. He was Captain Von Trapp. He's a professional theater actor and sings the anthems for the Toronto Maple Leafs at times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because that's he's from out east and he lives in Vancouver, but the Leafs are his team, and he did a couple of fabulous anthems for them last year that you can check out on YouTube.
Well, we can't all be winners, you know. We can't all be Wild fans, but that's okay.
Wild fans.
I still am bitter about that picture, Michelle. Thumbs
one-
down.
The Minneapolis airport picture?
Yes.
Oh dear.
I'm so bitter about that.
Well, and we were kind of like walking to our connection, you know, like we took a flight from Detroit and then we were going to a different wing for the connection to Vancouver, and we walked past this souvenir store, and suddenly I realized Michelle's not beside me.
And I
turn around and she's looking at the Wild shirts and she goes, "Mom, we have to take a picture so I can tweet draft."
Yeah.
So.
And I saw that, and people were like, "Do you see this? Do you see this?" I'm like, "Okay, what is this?"
You know, right at the beginning of that Speedy and Stretch trailer that we just showed you, where I'm looking at something, you know, where I'm like, my eyes are crossed and everything, in the first clip that you see, it was like that. I was like,
I know, and I saw that, just the look of general disapproval, and again, we can't all be winners. I understand that. You know, it's a shame, but someday maybe you'll understand.
So I'm just realizing I didn't do what I was supposed to do about the Speedy and Stretch thing. So I'm going to tweet I guess I'll tweet on Michelle's account the link for. I'll make it public on YouTube, and I'll tweet the link. And then if people can respond with their comments to that, then we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said?
I think so. I think that sounds like a plan.
Okay, here we go.
So we'll get that going. But yeah, no, so anyway, I need to. I mean, I've been to Vancouver twice. This is a true story, Michelle. When I was on my way out of Vancouver in August, I went to a tourist shop and I was very close to buying a Canucks sweatshirt, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. I tried.
Pathetic little man.
Hey, I'm not little.
That's true. Remember when I turned?
I'm hunched over and large. No, I still want an honorary Canucks shirt. You know, I asked the tourist trap shop or whatever, the owner who was there, you know, I said, hey, do you guys have any honorary Canucks shirts? And they're like, what does that mean? I said, well, you know, honorary Canucks fan shirt, you know, because I'm from out of town. And they gave me this ugly look, and they're like, there's no such thing as an honorary fan. I'm thinking...
You have to be hardcore and guts.
I guess.
Mister, you have no excuse. I will rip your brains out if you don't get a Canucks jersey. Just kidding. Ha, ha. No, seriously.
Just kidding.
See, some people have already. I just don't think some people have already sent great tweets, so it doesn't have to be a response to this tweet. Don't feel like you have to send it again.
But if you feel like making further great tweets, then by all means.
By all means, that's right.
But yeah, no, I like the colors for the Canucks. I do. I like them better than.
They have way better colors.
I do, but did you see the old colors for the Canucks? Apparently, like the orange and the.
Oh,
So
do you think I haven't seen them?
I don't know.
You gotta be kidding me.
You are a girl of the times. I didn't know if you looked at the history of your beloved team.
Of course I did.
Oh.
Goodness, Mike.
Oh.
My goodness. The orange and the red and the yellow. Oh my gosh, it's just. Grr. I mean, like I get how you're trying to make a V with the stripes and a triangle, like coming down the neck of your jersey, but it just looks like a really low seam. It's just like all the way down. It doesn't make any sense to me. I just I hated those jerseys.
See, I remember the good old days of the Minnesota North Stars.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? It wasn't. It kind of reminds me of New Jersey's.
Yeah, they well.
No, actually, no. It doesn't really. I'm trying to think about that.
Were they Jersey Devils? Is that who it is? I don't remember.
Well, no.
Well,
it is kind of similar because it's very simple. I mean, it's just NJ with an arrow pointing down and curving, and it was just an N with a star for the Minnesota North Stars.
Well, yeah, but it was the North Stars. They were awesome, and they were our team. And then they moved to Dallas.
Of course they did, because Dallas is Dallas.
Yeah.
Because Dallas is such an obvious place to have a hockey team with all that cold and snow and ice and everything that they've got going on.
It's true. I understand that. And then we ended up with the Wild. I mean, who named that? Anyway, okay, so we've got a song to get to, aside from my angst about team names. This is, I think in this case, it's going to be different than most weeks. We're not going to, it's not going to be a quick contest about which song it is. It's going to be about, well, I don't know. Do you want to word this, Monique? How do we want to word this?
Okay, so whoever guesses who the first person to tweet the name of the group that this arrangement was originally done by, that person is going to receive a digital copy of A Creber Christmas when it's released.
That wasn't confusing at all.
No, so what the plan is, this song, this rendition of Jingle Bells, I think it's fair to say, has a certain arrangement that was originally intended for a group that Monique is singing in place of. And so the first person to tweet what that group is that Monique has been singing in place of with the hashtag Jungle Ducks and an @Michelle Creber as part of the tweet will receive the prize of one digital download of A Creeper Christmas when it comes out, when it's released.
That sounds very accurate.
So, shall we start it?
Yes, I think we should start it.
Alright, ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Ba-da-da-da-da-ba-da. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open. Oh, we have a lot of fun. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
All right, we're back, and I was watching the chat during the song, and somebody guessed it in the chat, and I was all worried that they weren't going to get it, but then they tweeted it at the same time. I think a big round of applause to MLP Problems. That is correct. It is the Andrews sisters.
Golf claps.
Yes, golf claps. The Andrews sisters are actually from nearby where I live. They lived, I should say, back in the 30s, about 5 minutes away from where I'm at.
Seriously? 5 minutes away?
Mm-hmm. They're from Mound, Minnesota, on scenic Lake Minnetonka, which is not far from me at all. And they're...
Yeah, I think Jake Schroer, one of Michelle's followers that we've interacted with a lot, he mentioned, because of course he lives where you live, so he mentioned that they live very close to him. So
yeah, they did. So they're one of the local... The thing with Minnesota is we brag about our locals, no matter how uninteresting they are.
Well, the Andrews sisters.
Well, they're interesting.
Yeah.
See, they're from Mound, Minnesota, and that's the home of Kevin Sorbo, who was Hercules in the TV series. So most people remember that first.
Yeah. And Michelle, you were totally inspired by that Jingle Bells and the Andrews sisters for what?
Well, if any of you have listened to my album and know the track Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, It is a very similar type of style, and as Mom said, I did get very inspired by those two tracks because I was introduced to that type of style early. So, yeah.
And that was originally done by the Andrews Sisters. There's a great clip on YouTube, actually, of them doing it in that movie. I think actually we should forward that. I think someone sent it yesterday, and it's just a great classic track and good video. And Michelle actually watched that video with the producer of that track in her recording session, just to get some inspiration.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's an interesting era of music as well. A bygone era. Maybe it's coming back. There was a swing resurgence back in the 90s, but...
Yeah.
Well, I think we can play that at the end of the show today. Play that. Play our standard Saturday night song at the end as well. So people stay tuned for that. Okay, so I've got some questions that have been sent in to me. Again, congratulations to my... Little Problems, MLP Problems, who's a regular of the show and a Twitter aficionado. But anyway, if you guys have a question for Michelle or for Keenan for the work on the Indiegogo project, or for Monique for her singing on this track, feel free to private message me the question on the IRC. So I'm just going to go down the line. Let's see here.
If you have a question, I want it now!
And you did it again. You're breaking the internet with this. There's a certain tolerance level, Michelle, and you're going to break it. Okay, well, so let's see here. Okay, here we go. Osaka Jack has as you guys know, it's the presidential election in the States this year. And Osaka Jack has a political question to Michelle, and while Natalie's not here, both you, Michelle, and Natalie have started hashtags on Twitter, hashtag Creber Facts and hashtag Only a Sharp. What advantages does each hashtag have to the average fan in 2012? Like, I guess he's trying to make it like a campaign question.
I'm confused.
Say it again.
Basically, what makes Creber Facts a better hashtag than Only a Sharp, Michelle?
Oh, well, first of all, it's Creber Facts. I mean, you really want to know about Crebers or Sharps? I mean, Natalie says she's sharp, but do we really know? Vote for Michelle Creber. No, let me start that again. I say it again. Most of you know her. I stretch and Speedy and Stretch. But do you really know her? Dun dun dun. What you don't know is that she's not sharp. In fact, she is very dull. Did you know that in 2006, she actually won the sharpest knife contest for the dullest knife contest? What? It doesn't even make any sense, but of course it doesn't. It's politics. Thank you. Vote Michelle Creber. Because Michelle Creber is what makes a fact Creberlicious.
This campaign. This ad was paid for by the Michelle Creber campaign.
You said that before I could.
And then I sing a song about it. Michelle Creber is so much better than Natalie Sharp because she is speedy and nobody likes Stretch.
What in the world were you blowing through there? I think I hear a triangle, too. Do you just have an entire studio of sound effects just sitting there?
Well, you see, this is...
All aboard the Michelle train because the Michelle train is a good campaign. Hey, everybody goes to the Michelle. The Michelle train. Woo, 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 woo.
Wow. I don't even...
See, this is what happens when I don't feed her dinner before the show. It's not pretty.
It's a hazard.
Somebody just put in the chat, Creber Stein 2016.
Okay, you see, now the problem with taking those breaks to play videos or songs is it gives her a minute to run away and grab stuff.
Oh my god.
She came back with a collection of oh no, and she's back with more. Okay, no. I came back with a collection of eclectic instruments. So these ones you'll save till the end of the show, right?
You just hear her like. That sounds like a.
Michelle Creber is always the best one to vote for. Can you really trust your political stomach not to be held up by Natalie Sharp? Vote Michelle! Vote Michelle! Vote Michelle!
Osaka, see what
And a
you
rain
started
stick.
here?
Well, Osaka said, "What an amazing answer to a dumb question."
Vote Michelle Creber. What?
People are saying, "I hope Natalie doesn't see this." Wow. Michelle, are you still there? I'm gonna take that as a no.
Okay, I'm going to officially put the end to the instruments here.
Well, so we got another question. This one is from Firemain, who was at Candlelit Gardens and also at Everfree Northwest and BronyCon. Really, really talented wood carver, and he comments that that he has been listening to "Friend Like Me," your version of it, Michelle, on loop. What is it? Because it was a favorite song of his growing up. He wanted to know if you've ever had a chance to speak to or meet Robin Williams at any point in your life.
No. Oh man, that'd be the best day of my life. Oh gosh, I love Robin Williams so much. For any of you that have seen Mrs. Doubtfire, it is one of my favorite movies. So if you haven't, then you need to go check it out. It's it's now getting to be quite an old movie, but 15 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, I think.
1993, so it was actually going on 20 years ago. I remember that.
Oh, wow, it doesn't seem like it's been that long. Speaking of things that make you feel old.
Yeah, really, right? I think that was one of the ones I saw in theaters. God, I'm old. I saw Hook in theaters.
You saw Hook? I love Hook. No one knows about Hook. It's such a good movie.
Rufio.
Rufio.
Oh!
I'm gonna do that.
Oh, that was great. Okay, I think Jack's Blade. Yep, Jack's Blade is in the chat. Michelle, can you do me a huge favor?
Yep.
Everybody, this is an inside joke. It's utterly shameless, but Jack's Blade, are you ready for this? Can you say, Michelle, in the roughest voice possible, Harvey Dent, can we trust him?
Harvey Dent, can we trust him?
Oh my God! Yeah. Okay. So Jack's Blade, everybody is a huge fan of that line. That's hilarious. Well done. Okay. The Kilted One says, let's see here. This is Kilt actually from Candlelit Gardens. If you guys remember him, he was one of the security guards.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
We just sent him a CD this week, and I think, didn't you tell me he got it today?
Yep.
Yeah, he asks if there will be any... Okay, I'm from Minnesota, and this means something completely different in the terms of wolf biology, but Kilt is a big fan of jazz songs that feature scat. Will there be any Creber scatting, he asks, because, quote, Scatman John is still one of his favorite singers that he listens to.
Yes, there will be definitely some scatting in Creber Christmas.
Well, and there was some scatting just on the track we just listened to, but that wasn't Michelle scatting, which is probably what he is asking about. That was Steve scatting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Again, I'm actually a big fan of like Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday, and I mean they did a bit of that stuff too. But I think it takes a certain smokiness to get that to work just right. But anyway, okay. Draco Pony asks for the Creepers, whose idea was it to do the Blue Oyster Cult SNL skit with the triangle?
Okay. Here is the thing. I actually was going to mention this before, so thank you for that question. It was the fans' idea.
Really?
That idea, yeah, because when we did the opening sequence of Speedy and Stretch, the theme song, which I think we have the link here, you can plug into the the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we did the theme song, the idea of just Michelle doing that one ting on the triangle came up. I think that was her idea. And all she does is just pulls out a triangle out of her suit jacket at the end and hits it once. And then if you read through the comments on that video, there were so many people that said, you know, something about the triangle and that it needed more triangle. And then there was quotes that come from that SNL sketch about the cowbell with Christopher Walken, which we were already really familiar with. And then once I started reading all those comments, I said, wow, let's do that sketch and we'll do it with a triangle. So it was the idea really came from the fans.
Well, there you go, guys. It's proof positive. You have an effect on the show.
Totally. Yeah, there are a few things in there that have actually come directly out of feedback and comments and things that we've gotten from the fans. And same with the albums, you know. Timeless had some input from the fans, and this one will definitely have some input from the fans because we're much more interactive with them now, so we're hearing all sorts of things that we're considering.
Well, and actually this leads well into the next question I've got. This is from Lexlight. He asks, will the previous week's song and the song that just was featured now be available through your CD Baby account? So are you guys going to be releasing the songs individually like you did for Timeless, or is this going to be released all at once as a Christmas album together?
There may be some tracks that will be released ahead of time. It's probably premature for me to commit to exactly when and what, but I think that will likely happen, so stay tuned.
All right, let's see here. Okay, here we go. This is an interesting one. This one's for you, Monique. This is from somebody whose screen name is Retro Winnipeg.
Okay, that's my hometown.
Yeah, it says here, as someone who has maintained a YouTube collection of classic Winnipeg TV for the past 6 years, have you ever done commercials during your time in Winnipeg?
Huh.
Like, have you ever voiced commercials?
Did I voice commercials in Winnipeg? I certainly did some here. Okay, well, I'll tell you what does jump to my mind right away. No commercials. Yeah, I think I did do a couple, but I can't even remember what they'd be for. I did some appearances on various shows like CTV. There was the Joey Gregorish show, Skittlebits, I think it was called. I was on that a few times. Then there was a few talk shows on CTV as well. I think it was an older gentleman. I think his name was Ray Torgrid. I was on his show a few times. In fact, there's a really old... there would be one episode that Michael and I were on together when I first met him when he was touring, Michelle's dad, when he was touring with Katie Lang. That was during the early days when we met. And I was on the B. Broda show. I performed on a big telethon there. Anyway, I do remember doing quite a few other talk shows and things, and some radio talk shows, and I had a song out, actually, funny enough, a Christmas song that got regular play there on Q94 FM and some other pop stations back then. So, yeah, sorry, I can't think of any commercials, but definitely lots of other stuff.
I think that kind of is even better than doing commercials. So there you go.
Yeah. So I don't know what they have in their collection, but I might even have some really old VHSs of some of those.
Did you know that my dad actually did a McDonald's commercial in the '80s for Alaska because he was one of
as a VA?
As a voiceover,
I mean, as a voiceover artist.
Yeah, he did a McDonald's commercial for the Russian-speaking areas of Alaska because he was one of the few, Russian emigres at the time who could speak both English and Russian. So yeah, so he did this really cheesy ad, no pun intended there, for McDonald's. For the Big Mac, it was going to be only 49 cents because of the San Francisco 49ers. I wish they were still that cheap, but. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah,
that was back in
a Big Mac for 49 cents, good lord.
Yeah, they were cheap back then. Well, it was the 80s. Okay, so Michelle, you seem to be politically savvy. We heard your campaign speech moments ago, and we heard,
I'll do a little bit more of that at the end, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. Right at the end of the show, I'm going to be doing a little more campaigning.
Now, Wooker 2 says, and I think he might be right on this. He says, "Have you gone to the NHL CBA meetings yet, Michelle? You may be the only one who can get the two sides to meet."
Yes, well, you know what? I'm very frustrated right now because, of course, all the fans are like, yeah, that's a great deal that Gary Bettman said, 50-50 split. I'm sorry, I need to have a subject here. I'm talking about the new proposal that Gary Bettman just released on Wednesday, it was. And, or was it Thursday? Doesn't matter. And it's a 50-50 split, and it's a 6-year agreement. It's a 6-year contract, and so of course all the fans are like, yes, 50-50 split, finally, like we're on the same page. Of course the players aren't going to agree to that, but it's just really sad because I'm sure there has to be at least like 20 players in the NHL who are just dying from this, and they're actually genuinely very passionate about hockey and are upset that everyone's just so conceived about getting money. So
Consumed.
That's it. Sorry.
Conceived would mean something a little different. But well, okay. Here's another unrelated question, Michelle. This is from Sheikah the Singing Pony. Would you ever consider singing something of Trans-Siberian Orchestra's like Queen of the Winter Night? I haven't heard that song, but you've heard of Trans-Siberian Orchestra, haven't you? Do you know who they are?
Michelle, you've heard them. They're the ones that do Perfect Christmas Night on the Grinch soundtrack, so you have certainly heard that.
Yeah,
a lot. We have their Christmas album. We'll have to pull it out and listen to it because you probably haven't heard it for a little while.
That's cool.
I could see you doing something like that though, with like guitar work or whatever, make a big orchestral sound. That would be kind of cool.
What was the song again? I'll write it down.
This one was Queen of the Winter Night. I don't know if I've heard that myself, but
okay, I've written it down. We'll check it out.
Well, all right. So let's see here if we've got any other questions before we might need to wrap this up here pretty soon.
I'll have to feed the child soon.
Yeah, I can hear she's getting anxious.
She'll start to play a lot more instruments. But no, we have time for another question or two.
Somebody asked, this Deep Six asked, where does Michelle get all of that energy, and can he have some? The answer is probably no. But Michelle, where do you get all that energy, especially if you haven't eaten anything?
It's a little secret place I like to call my insanity.
I see.
And it's basically a ball of cosmetic, chaotic energy. And it's good nutrition, fresh air, exercise, hockey, and just a little bit of sugar.
Just a little bit. I don't even want to imagine you on caffeine. The idea of it scares me. Like, I think they could put you on like a treadmill, give you a little bit of caffeine, and then power the city over.
As the parental unit, I must stress that she actually doesn't drink pop. And she doesn't drink caffeine.
I hate all that kind of stuff. I only drink water, orange juice, and milk.
I would shudder to think of what it would do to add on to her already.
I can say, guys, that I have seen Michelle accidentally take a sip of Sprite, and just shudder from it. You don't like.
I did. I went to the washroom and spat it out. It was horrible.
She did. Well, it's because you don't like carbonated drinks. Then.
Well, I was politely. I drank. I was like, oh my gosh, I hate.
You were expecting water.
Yeah,
right?
it tingled. Oh, I hate that feeling, and it's just disgusting.
Retro Winnipeg says Sprite Ice was worse. I've had that.
I have to say this. Let's just say, the Big Bang Theory was caused by me experiencing espresso.
Yeah, I can
espresso.
See that. There was nothing, and then there was Michelle, and then there was Michelle with espresso, and then there were 15 billion years of universal history.
What does that tell you? Creber fact.
Wow. No, somebody mentioned Sprite Ice, and I'm glad somebody else suffered through this. And I only tried it actually in Winnipeg. I was in Winnipeg in like 2004, and they had it. Sprite Ice was the mint flavored Sprite. It was horrible. It tasted like carbonated mouthwash.
Oh, I've never tried it, and thanks, I won't now.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So we have one more question?
I think we got one more question. This is from Felipe's Duck. Felipe did not say quack this time, but Felipe did say, "Can we expect to see a Jungle Duck segment, or skit on Speedy and Stretch?" I think
we are totally expecting to do a Jungle Ducks segment, and yes, that's another example of taking ideas from the fans and running with them. Michelle and Felipe have kind of developed this Jungle Ducks thing, and Michelle and I have been brainstorming about it quite a bit. It won't be within the first 4 episodes, I can tell you that, just because we've got some big ideas for it, but it is in the plans.
It is in this. You know what's terrible is that while she's making those serious noises, what's terrible is that, do you remember that I talked last week about having some tooth work done? I had a wisdom tooth out.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be able to make this noise on both sides of my mouth, real quick. That noise, I can't do it on the other side now. It's gone because the tooth.
It's like the squeaker got punctured.
What is it? What is it exactly? How do you make that? How do you make that? How?
I'll show you when we get to Los Angeles, because I can't really describe it. But yeah, I can do that. Hold on. It gets worse. You ready for this, Michelle? There. Isn't that creepy?
I couldn't. That kind of sounded like if a Dementor could talk, and if it was on Brandy, then that's what a Dementor would sound like.
Why would a Dementor ever be on Brandy?
It's just the worst alcohol that came to my mind.
Aliens.
Somewhere in the background, HVAC's like, it would have been on rum. No.
Sci-fi says aliens.
Yes, aliens. No, I used to be able to do that on both sides with noise, and it would be like in a chord. But now it doesn't work on the other side because I took out my wisdom tooth. And you know what's worse is they're going to give me another root canal. They were going to do it on Friday, and then they canceled because it was too late in the day. So on Tuesday.
Oh, I thought you'd already had the second one. Oh, you got that to look forward to.
I know, it was supposed to happen on Friday. It was supposed to happen yesterday. So I would have.
You just have to think past that to our trip to LA. As I just realized, we'll see you in like 12 days.
I know. I'm going to Canada first, though. I'm going to be in Thunder Bay.
Wow.
I'm going to go see Hey Ocean. But I imagine that if they actually had done the work yesterday, I would have sounded like this. Hold on. I would have talked like this a little bit, I think.
It'd be funny.
It would have been funny. Well, you do that anyway.
I know.
And that's why we love you.
Okay. Is that all the questions that we have?
I think that's all the questions we need to get to today. Did you have any more campaigning to do in your drive to show that Creber facts are more important than Natalie Sharp?
Than the Sharp facts. No, what are they called again? They're called.
Oh, what did it go? It was let's see here. It was only a Sharp.
Only a Sharp. Okay. Okay. Oh my.
Oh, and by the way, Michelle, your duck is causing Osaka Jack Cat to go crazy at his speakers.
Oh.
Your duck noise.
Hey, Michelle, Osaka Jack's. Sorry, she's got her headphones on her.
You can hear her just making these evil noises.
Okay. All right. We got a few more instruments here.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna have to.
Are you busting out all of the orchestra here to do a random? Wow.
Osaka Jack, see what you have done. That's all I can say.
How dare you?
You have created a monster. Okay. All right. We're ready to close the show. Are you ready for your performance?
Sounds like a Rube Gold machine falling apart.
Osaka Jack's cat is going crazy again with the jungle.
Okay.
Okay.
chat saying, what's happening?
Thank you, folks. Thank you. That's enough. Oh no, really. Thank you. Oh, I hear them all thundering. Okay, so here's the deal, folks. My name is Michelle Nicole Creber. Yes, Speedy. And I'd like to come here today because I want to run the world. If I was running the world, I would say that I would make every type of food cheese and every type of sugar. That doesn't make any sense to you, but in my mind, it's another world of imagination. So, to get to it, I would make the world more, frankly, what's a good word? Chaos. Now, I'm going to do a little musical explanation of, I'm going to present to you through song. So, let us start and begin.
That sounded like a beat. I have no idea what's happening right now. None whatsoever. It almost had some chords there. That was good. And now there's dissonant noises. This feels like an early 60s experimental film. Everybody in the chat's like showing sympathy. Hey, Monique, did you ever watch Andy Kaufman back in the day?
I believe I did.
This feels like an Andy Kaufman moment to me.
Okay, wrap your campaign up.
Kumbaya, kumbaya, kumbaya,
I just thought of something you have to say before you go.
Yeah, there are a couple things we should say before we go here.
Yeah.
So, first of all, somebody's already made a drawing of Apple Bloom with a triangle for a cutie mark based off of that.
Thank you, Michelle Creber. I'll be there all week.
There you go. Second of all,
there's a couple I see actually. There's a couple there, Michelle, of people drawing Apple Bloom with triangle cutie marks. We'll have to look at them after.
I wasn't finished.
Too bad.
Your work is never finished. Well, I should mention too before we go, for everybody who's listening, we are probably for the most part going to be transferring over to the live stream video for Saturday Night Songs from this time on, so that we can show some visuals, etc. If there's clips to show, especially when Speedy and Stretch airs, we will be doing that on the live stream account. So be prepared next week to tune in there. I should also say that there will not be a Saturday Night Songs the weekend of November 3rd or 4th, notably because it will be the weekend of Equestria LA, and as we mentioned earlier, Michelle, Monique, myself, 8-Track, a whole bunch of people are going to be... Mando Pony, dear Mr. Andy Andy Stein, and hopefully my ability to speak will be in Los Angeles the weekend of November 3rd and 4th for Equestria LA. So definitely try and make it out there if you can. And then, of course, again, if you haven't yet, go and follow Michelle Creber on Twitter. Follow her on YouTube. Follow her on Facebook. Like her on Facebook. You can check out links to all of these things, and you can also see any updates in regards to her career or her music on michellecreber.com. You can also buy signed copies of her CD Timeless there, as well is go to CD Baby and buy digital download versions. I mean, there's just so much stuff. And of course, your Indiegogo account would, that has been so successful, not in a small part due to the work of Mr. Keenan here. So again, thank you, Keenan.
No problem.
Thank you so much, Keenan.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, actually, I may have to run for president against you, Michelle.
Uh-oh.
I don't think that'll be Ready, got some instruments there, buddy?
Let's
do a duel here. Let's do a deal.
Oh, no.
Let's do it. Let's do a deal.
But before you go into a duel.
Okay, well, we'll close the show with a duel.
There will be, Keenan and I wanted to announce, and Michelle, that there is going to be a video added to the Indiegogo page, probably tomorrow, maybe Monday at the latest. And actually, in that video, we talked about this on Saturday Night Songs a few weeks ago, I believe, about there's some video footage of Michelle playing the drums with her dad's band, which is a fabulous band in this big Christmas concert, when she was 6 years old. And there is footage of that in this video that will go on to our Indiegogo page, so stay tuned for that as well.
So there you go, guys. Lots of news, lots of things to keep in mind. But anyway, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks, Monique and Michelle and Keenan for joining us, as always.
Ready, Keenan? Face off?
I'm...
Keenan, come
on!
Okay, who's gonna challenge with me? Who's gonna... Mike, you ready? Let's do this.
What are we doing?
You have to challenge me musically.
Well, I don't have my trumpet out.
Well, then just take some random instruments. I'm going to
I could do a hand trumpet. Hold on.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Ready? And thank you for watching Saturday Night Songs. This has been Michelle Creber.
Monique Creber.
And ready, Mike? 1, 2, 3. You start it off. What you got?
I can't be that crazy. I just can't.
He was a famous trumpeter from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was done with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he could not jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted the band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A brute, a toot, a tootly-eyed, a tooty blows it to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar's playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was some boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. When he plays boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as busy buzzy bee. And when he played, he made the company jump 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And I doot, he blows an 8 to the bar. Can't blow a note if a bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. To sleep with boogie every night, and wakes them up the same way in the early fright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet, 'cause they know how it goes when someone gets them a beat. Whoa, whoa.